Here's my Tech Talk and Beyond for the week ending January 17th, 2025. And this week's topic is fingerprints. Are they really as unique as we once believed? Fingerprint analysis has played a central role in forensic investigations for well over a century, often regarded as the gold standard of identification. Fingerprints were considered infallible, each person's set of ridges and whorls supposedly unique, much like a DNA signature. However, evolving research and multiple high-profile misidentifications have cast doubt on the absolute uniqueness of fingerprints. This article delves into the science behind fingerprint individuality, recent controversies, and how the criminal justice system might best approach fingerprint evidence in the future. Number 1. Brief history of fingerprint use in forensics. The modern use of fingerprints for identification dates back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. In 1892, Sir Francis Galton detailed the use of fingerprints in his book Fingerprints, advocating for their reliability in identifying individuals. Over time, law enforcement agencies worldwide embraced the technique, and it became commonplace to use latent prints, fingerprints left at a crime scene, to link suspects to criminal activities. Number 2, the question of uniqueness. For decades, a core assumption has underpinned fingerprint analysis that no two individuals share an identical set of fingerprint patterns. While it's broadly accepted that exact duplicates are exceedingly rare, if not impossible, recent scientific studies highlight that the concept of uniqueness may have been overstated. Statistical probability. Researchers point out that while the probability of two people having an identical overall set of 10 fingerprints is extremely low, there is insufficient research to claim it is impossible. Small fingerprint segments, partial prints, are even more common, especially in crime scene investigations where often only partial or smudged prints are retrieved. Pattern overlaps. In large populations, there is a possibility of overlap in certain fingerprint characteristics, particularly if only a small region of the print is visible. Environmental factors, such as moisture, pressure when the print was made, and the quality of the surface can distort or fragment prints, making different people's fingerprints appear more similar than expected. Error in analysis. There is also the human element to consider. Fingerprint examiners, like any human experts, are subject to biases and errors. Number 3. High-profile misidentification cases. Several notable incidents have challenged the perceived infallibility of fingerprint evidence. Brandon Mayfield, 2004. An Oregon attorney was wrongfully linked by the FBI to the 2004 Madrid train bombings due to partial fingerprint evidence. Spanish police later identified the correct individual, highlighting the danger of relying heavily on partial prints and the potential for cognitive bias within forensic investigations. Shirley McKee, 1999. A Scottish police officer was accused of leaving her fingerprint at a crime scene. Independent experts later discredited the identification, leading to a prolonged legal battle. This case famously illustrated how experts from the same discipline can disagree on crucial evidence. Stephen Cowan's 1997 case, exonerated in 2004. Cowens was convicted for shooting a Boston police officer, partially based on fingerprint evidence. Subsequent DNA testing proved his innocence, revealing that the latent print analysis was flawed. Number 4. Scientific Scrutiny and Reports. 4.1. National Academy of Science Report 2009. In its landmark publication, Strengthening Forensic Science in the United States, A Path Forward, the NAS highlighted a lack of standardized research and insufficient proof of absolute fingerprint uniqueness. The report called for more scientific rigor, standardized methodology, and better training for forensic examiners. 4.2. President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology Report 2016. The PCAST report, Forensic Science in Criminal Courts, Ensuring Scientific Validity of Feature Comparison Methods, found that while latent fingerprint analysis is a useful tool, the field needs ongoing blind proficiency testing, transparent error rates, and standardized procedures. This echoes the NAS concern and emphasizes the need for improved reliability. Number 5. Impact on criminal justice and recommended best practices. Evidence corroboration. Multiple lines of evidence. Fingerprint evidence should be considered alongside DNA, eyewitness testimony, digital evidence, and other forensic methods. Corroboration reduces the chances of wrongful convictions. Independence in analysis. Whenever possible, multiple independent examiners or agencies should analyze fingerprint evidence to guard against institutional or cognitive biases. Enhanced training and certification. Standardized curriculum. Fingerprint examiners should undergo rigorous standardized training programs that focus on understanding limitations and error rates. Regular proficiency testing. Mandatory recertification and blind proficiency tests can help identify systemic errors or examiner weaknesses. Technological advancements. Automated fingerprint identification systems. These computer-based systems compare latent prints with known prints. While helpful, they are not foolproof, and results still require expert validation. Machine learning, AI. Emerging technologies offer possibilities for more objective assessments. However, they must be continually validated and supervised by trained professionals. Transparency in court. Error rates and limitations. Jurors and judges should be informed about the potential for misidentification, including known error rates and uncertainties in the matching process. Daubert-Frye hearings. Courts should rigorously examine the underlying scientific methodologies behind fingerprint evidence to confirm their reliability. Number 6. Conclusion. While fingerprints remain a critical forensic tool, mounting evidence suggests that they are not infallible and that the risk of error, though small, has profound implications for the criminal justice system. Ensuring that fingerprint evidence is supported by standardized methods, proper training, and corroborated by other forms of evidence will help bolster confidence in its use. Recognizing that human error and the limitations of partial print analysis can lead to wrongful convictions is essential for maintaining a fair and accurate system of justice. Stay safe, stay secure, and by recognizing the limitations of fingerprint identification and implementing robust scientific standards, we can better ensure its appropriate application in the pursuit of justice. You'll find the video used in today's Tech Talk at the link listed. Did you know? The first antivirus software was, ironically, a virus itself. In 1971, when the first computer virus, Creeper, was infecting mainframe computers, programmer Ray Tomlinson wrote a virus of his own called the Reaper that removed the Creeper virus. The football huddle, where players circle up close together, was created by Paul Hubbard, a deaf quarterback at Gallaudet, a college for the deaf, way back in the 1890s, so that he and his teammates could converse without anyone reading their signed conversations from afar. In December 2014, two conmen from Girona, Spain, agreed to sell a fake Francisco de Goya painting for 4 million euros. But, unbeknownst to them, the purchaser was a conman himself, and the down payment of 1.5 million euros, which is 1.7 million Swiss francs, they received from him were counterfeit bills. Just thought you might like to know. Words are, of course, the most powerful drug used by mankind, thanks to Rudyard Kipling. That's a wrap for this week's Tech Talk and beyond. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye, and thanks for reading, watching, and listening.